Tonight on Wife Swap, two women worlds apart. A conservative stay-at-home mom who lets her military-minded husband run their household.
I always knew that I wanted to be a wife, raise these kids, have the laundry and meals done. All right, guys, enjoy dinner.
And a career-minded mom from a same-sex couple who is all about female empowerment.
Yes, Queen.
They swap lives for 1 week.
I'm Chuck.
Nice to meet you, I'm Krista.
I have conservative views on everything.
These are the rules, and this is what's going down.
She's intimidating. It's scary.
I am a boss bitch.
I made you a list of women's work. Empty the trash cans, pick up the playroom, you gotta walk the dog,
This list sucks.
clean up dishes, Windex the back windows.
The guy is insane.
But when the rules change,
Gender roles mean nothing. So we are going to have a family fashion show where the kids pick out the clothes.
Dear God,
it proves too much for the families to handle.
this is so bad in so many ways.
It'll change their lives forever.
We definitely live a very different life. Am I allowed to say gay?
You know what? You need to be more educated.
I have a wife named Sherry.
Did you marry a girl?
And when the couples finally come face to face, there's no holding back.
You guys don't know any gay couples.
I mean, come on.
Well, let's just talk about that.
No human being should be subjected to this. I'd rather go to prison.
Meet the unconventional Dias family. 4-year-old daughter Reese, 7-year-old daughter Lily, mom Sherry, and other mom Krista.
I'm Krista, I'm a mom.
And I'm Sherry, I'm the other mom.
We will have people that ask us, so who wears the pants in the family?
We both wear the pants, although she thinks she wears the pants most of the time.
It's not like I call on Sherry and say, I need you to change this light bulb. We both just change the
I'd
light
be like,
bulb.
change the light bulb. What is wrong with you? Get on the ladder and change the light bulb. Before I met Krista, I was married to a man, and I have a grown son who's 28 years old that came from that relationship.
Oh my gosh, really? Together, we have 2 daughters. Reese is 4, Lily is 7. I carried both of them, and we actually know their father, Sherry's longtime friend.
But it was definitely done through medical procedure, if that was going to be a question.
All right, can you guys separate all this out? We believe in female empowerment. We raise our kids to be able to do things on their own and be independent. That's what we always try to model, that we can do anything.
Can you write these down so I don't forget them?
Hang on, I'm shipping these real quick. Working with your spouse is not easy.
Why'd you take all the money out of the PayPal? I put it in, you take it out.
We are social retailers. We sell a line of clothing on the internet. What do you think? And the truth is we both work our butts off 24/7.
Did we invoice this?
While one person may be unpacking inventory, the other one might be shipping out inventory.
We need photographs finished. That needs to be high on the list. I'm just gonna say it. We're both pretty type A.
I don't know what you're talking about.
See? Let me finish. And then she wonders why I'm so edgy.
Oh, really? That's why?
Part of it.
No.
Cuts
I'm not
into my
gonna use the
time.
word anal, but I am gonna use the word anal.
That is such a horrible word to use.
Meet the Lunsford family. Mom Megan, 5-year-old daughter Savannah, 3-year-old son Carter, 2-year-old daughter Sydney, and the man in charge, Chuck.
Nice throw. If you took our family and you just threw it back in like 1950, we would fit in perfectly. I'm the master of our family. I'll see you guys later, okay? I work full time,
While I stay at home.
and we're both very happy with our roles, right?
Yeah. I always knew that I wanted to stay at home, raise these kids, have the laundry and meals done. On top of my already crazy schedule, I'm also a customer service representative for a young children's ballet company and a consultant for a skincare company.
And she's making a fraction of what I bring home.
Yeah, I'm a girl, so what do you expect? Chuck is definitely a neat freak. If I'm not doing something perfectly, there's a lot of criticism.
Use the oil, use the oil, use the oil. Here.
They're always giving me crap and yelling at me.
It bothers her too. I don't understand why.
You make your little comments.
Look how much better that looks.
It looks the same.
I can't help it. It comes from my military background. I was in the United States Air Force. I did just over 10 years active duty. So currently my job is a private security consultant for the government. All right, from the top, let's take it. I also have a band that raises money for widows and children who lost a father or mother in combat.
It's chaos in this house when there's a 2-hour band practice.
I think the kids like it, though. When it comes to my family, I believe in really traditional gender roles. It's just natural.
So one day, Carter walks down the steps.
Carter, Princess, and his pet Lila.
Savannah dressed him in a princess costume, makeup, clip-on earrings, bracelets, and I'm laughing. I'm like, oh, that is hilarious.
Carter, come on, go back upstairs and take that off.
You threw a fit about it.
Carter, go take that off. That's ridiculous.
No!
Now he wants to get into nail polish.
Just gonna paint my nails.
I want Carter to be normal, so I just don't think wearing a prom dress should ever be something that you confuse him with. I just know the way I was raised, and I know that it worked. Ew.
It's the morning of the swap, and the wives are preparing to leave home.
You zip it.
The scariest possible situation is maybe rolling up to the house with giant Confederate flags hanging, and that like gives me a little bit of anxiety. Remember, take down the noir legging post?
All right, guys, enjoy dinner. Here, I'll get on the plate for you, and then I'm leaving. The advice that I would give to the new mom, just don't let Chuck frustrate you. He can be difficult.
The wives have no idea where they're going or who they'll be living with.
I don't hear any banjos playing, so.
Wow, that is a blue roof, bright blue. Is this it?
Before they meet their new families, the wives have a chance to look around their new homes.
Seems just like the typical family with 2.5 kids. Husband, wife.
Whoa. Oh, that's a lot of clothing. Oh, wow. 2 moms. I didn't really expect this when I walked in, so I guess I wonder which one will be here and which one is at my house.
This room intrigues me. I see some bullet casings up here, so definitely a vet. Very American. This household's all about the man. I can tell that the family probably has more conservative viewpoints than I do.
Whoa, more clothing. Wow. This is very overwhelming. I assume that they sell all these pieces. This is not something that I have an interest in doing. I really don't have time for that stuff.
Each wife has written a manual as a guide to the running of their homes.
Welcome to our home. I'm Megan Lunsford. My husband is Chuck. Chuck is definitely the man of the house. Just remember that Chuck is in charge and he can handle just about everything. That could go so many different ways.
I'm Krista and my spouse is Sherry. We are a family with 2 moms and 3 kids. But do they call both moms, are both moms mom? I guess this is all really new to me, so.
I'm a stay-at-home mom. I do the majority of the cleaning of the house, but I will say Chuck can be very particular on how he wants something cleaned. And if it's not up to his standards, he'll try to clean it again. That would drive me absolutely crazy.
Our lives are ruled by our business. Every single minute of my day is spent doing productive things. It never ends. This is nuts. How much are you really enjoying your children if you're just working the whole time? Sherry is a self-proclaimed workaholic and a control freak. After so long, you do get tired of just being with your spouse for so long. I do.
One thing that Chuck gets upset about is when Carter plays in girls' clothing. Oh my word. Chuck says he's not okay with boys acting like sissies. He wants Carter to be tough. This is how judgment starts, is that boys are sissies if they do female gender role things. It starts at 3.
It's now time for the wives to meet their new families.
Hi. I'm Megan.
I'm Sherry.
Hi.
It's nice to meet you.
Hi. Nice to meet you girls.
Megan, you said?
Megan, yes.
Megan seems super nice, but it's too soon for me to really make any other kind of, judgments about her.
I have a little girl who is almost your age and a little boy who is almost your age. When it comes to gay marriage, Maybe, I don't know, that's a tough question. I think gay people are awesome. I follow a few on Instagram because they're funny.
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
Good.
Say hi, guys.
Hi, what's your name?
There she is, right? Looking like, I don't know, fill in for like some female rock band or something. So how was your trip in?
It was good, not
Yeah?
bad, yeah. We have a really big sale that's happening today. Sherry's my wife. She was spending probably all morning getting ready for it.
Krista tells me she has a wife, and I immediately am like, I'm not ready to talk to the kids about gay marriage. How many kids do you have?
Two girls.
How did you guys go about that?
That's probably my least favorite question. Chuck might be the type of person that when he is nervous or in a spot where he is unfamiliar, he brings it on hot and heavy.
So I walked in and I immediately saw all the clothing.
So I run a business. We have a boutique. We sell clothes through the internet.
We have 12,000 people in our shopping group.
I mean, it's tough. It's a balance.
She is a talker.
It's all our inventory. That's gonna then go on a hanger, and that's all them. It has nothing to do with us.
Pretty much the whole time since I've been here, it's been about her.
So everything has to be inventoried. We'll just do a shop the box.
Okay.
I voted for Hillary. Who'd you go for?
Did you vote for Hillary?
No.
You're lying your face off.
There for a second, you actually were like, what? That's
No,
awesome.
well, I knew it wasn't true. I was just waiting for the punchline. So are you very political?
I have conservative views on everything.
Okay.
To be honest, I don't know a lot of people that have different sexual preferences. So
At the conservative Lunsford household,
I'll be right here.
Krista is about to learn what Chuck considers women's work while he plays with his band pals.
Keep them like not screaming at us the whole time. Remember, no coming in the man cave, okay? I'll be right here. I'll be right here. You can go play. You can go play. All right.
How do you like kindergarten so far? Do you like kindergarten so far? You do? Loud, huh? This would never happen in my house because I would literally lose my mind.
So Megan, choose like start dinner like when we're doing this. That way when we're finished, we're ready to go, and I can come out, we'll eat as a family.
Okay. Listen, I don't know how to cook a lot, but I do know how to make soup. Carter, you good? Sorry, I can't hear you.
Hey, how you guys doing in here?
We're souping it up today. The kids are getting fed.
What are we gonna eat?
I don't know, man. I'm not really sure how Megan could work more than she already does with 3 kids running around and having to prepare meals after band practice. It just makes it seem as though Chuck doesn't really respect her jobs.
Meanwhile, at the all-business Dias home, Megan tries to keep up with Sherry's hectic work schedule.
We'll have to grab hangers, and we'll start hanging some of the stuff, and we'll get ready to go. All right, it's time to get in the bath. All right, brush.
Sherry sells a lot of things online.
All right, I need something to drink, and we are on in 8 minutes.
I am kind of afraid of Sherry, yeah. I have never had an interaction with a woman who works so hard and is so intense.
We'll pull the boxes in off the front porch and see what's in them, because it's literally a surprise to me. I don't think that Megan is able to keep up with me. You're gonna see every single piece is different because I am a boss bitch. I get stuff done, and that's how it's gonna be.
At the conservative Lunsford house, Krista continues to learn what it's like to be a stay-at-home mom.
Good morning.
All right, so here's the deal. I gotta get out of here, but I made you a list. It's all the stuff that Megan would normally do throughout the day. I'm gonna leave this with you. All right, I gotta go to work. I'll see you guys later, okay?
I don't know if he really leaves a list for Megan every single day, but if he does, like, that's kind of messed up. This is a lot of business.
Ooh! Buckle up, Carter.
Walk the dog. Dusty, stay here. Pick up the playroom. Careful, careful, careful. Thank you.
Chairlifting.
Bathrooms. Krista doesn't do bathrooms. Maybe we'll just go make sure they're picked up, okay? I think that's what Megan does anyway.
She cleans the bathroom.
Are you sure?
Yeah, she cleans the toilet too.
For real?
Yeah.
That's not happening. Clean up breakfast. Do you ever help mommy clean?
Oh no.
Here, can you be careful? Annoying. Oh, this is gross. Blech. So many other things I'd rather be doing. Chuck's not gonna be happy with it anyway, so what's the point? I say it's good enough. We're steaming, right? Is this what Daddy likes?
Yeah.
If Chuck leaves a list like this every day for Megan, I'm not sure how she hasn't lost her mind.
Erica's stepping them up.
Don't do that.
After a long night watching Sherry sell clothes, confused Megan is now tasked with shipping the orders for the Dias family business.
Black with white dots and blue dots. My description's not very good because I forget already what that even means. There's a lot of work that goes into it that drove me nuts today. And then I was stressing out because I know how important it is to Sherry and probably to Krista that every customer is getting the right item. And that just took me an hour to do, like 4.
Hi.
Hi. What you doing?
Actually, I got a few done.
Did you? Mm-hmm. Like shipped?
Yeah, there were some that I couldn't find. Oh, so if it says rejected.
That means she doesn't get it. That means that somebody else was first or was in line ahead of her.
Okay.
You don't feel like you filled any rejected ones?
I did not. I did not, no.
Okay. Shipping, it's a little trickier in our business with Megan. I just wanted to make sure she knew what she was doing. Then I can take a look at what you shipped. So I want to rip the bags open. I will look like a complete crazy person. So this is your bin?
I started the other bin too, so.
Oh, all right.
Yep, it was stressful.
You said there's a whole bin outside you shipped?
I'm trying, but I got it all right. And she doubted me and she went back and double checked everything. And I knew I had it all right because I had spent so much time on each order making sure it was right. So I was proud of myself.
After a long day of conquering an exhausting list of chores, Krista is waiting for Chuck to return home from work.
Did you actually work off the list today?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
It was challenging. Stepping into Megan's shoes is not easy. Honestly, I kind of feel like Chuck is like my dad, making sure that all my chores were done during the day, and that like gives me a little bit of anxiety. So how is Megan when you get home?
On edge.
Yeah,
So my favorite thing to say to her is relax, right?
Now, when you have 3 kids, you've been with them all day long, you've been trying to maintain some kind of level of cleanliness for Chuck, and he comes home and tells you to relax, I'd probably flip a table. What are you doing right now?
Just gonna wipe it down a little bit. So I'm just gonna do this one little area.
Chuck can't help himself. He just starts grabbing cleaning supplies and is immediately going to what he probably does every day when he walks in. He's just looking for things that he can do better.
Did you mop?
You're killing me, dude.
I got an idea.
All right.
We should mop the floor.
We?
Yeah, we could use it as like a bonding experience.
Just let it go, man. I don't think Chuck is empathetic with Megan as much as he should be.
Back at the Dias house, workaholic Sherry takes a break from her job just long enough to ask Megan a few questions.
So just curious, you guys conservative?
I am not the political one. I will tell you, I don't watch the news. When I turn on the news, I'm not informed because it's just somebody bashing somebody. I'm like, I don't know what they're even talking about.
I'm sad that Megan doesn't take the time to understand or the time to really learn. I'm back here going, who are you?
I feel like I have other things in my life that I need to worry about right now. And if I want to become informed about a certain subject, I'll ask Chuck.
I think that women need to have their own identity and they need to be willing to speak up and have a voice. I don't know if she has a voice, and I really feel bad for her.
After struggling to live by someone else's rules, the wives are now ready to implement their own set of rules on their new families.
It seems like Sherry is a control freak. I feel like it's time to change things.
I want Chuck to appreciate the things that Megan does for him and to open up his mind about gender roles.
Hello.
Hello, there's Megan.
Are you guys ready to hear my new rules?
I'm as ready as I'm gonna get.
So I have been here for a few days now, and I went back through the manual and really focused on things that Krista said. You are a little bit of a control freak. You need to change. And you definitely work too much.
I don't necessarily always agree with terminology in terms of I'm a control freak.
I might not have worded it like that, but Krista just did in the manual, so I kind of went off of that.
I like to be in control of what is going on.
Right. This was hard for me to do. The look on her face, there's an expression, if looks could kill, but I kind of brought it back and I knew what I had to do and I got it done.
Since I've been living in this house, I've been following the rules of Chuck. Now we're gonna be living under my rules. In my house, we share responsibilities, so it's time for you to help empower your wife and family. The job your wife does raising the kids and maintaining the house is truly remarkable. Now you have to handle all of Megan's responsibilities to see how difficult it is to balance everything the way Megan does.
I'll be honest, I've never tried to run a household. I'm actually a little bit nervous.
I want to see you spend more quality time with the girls outside of work.
That's cost that's cutting into my business, so no, I couldn't spend more time with him.
You're gonna do my rules.
We'll see how it plays out.
It's time to break the traditional gender roles that currently exist in this house. So we are going to have a family fashion show where the kids pick out the clothes for all of us. You too, Chuck.
Dear God,
I'll go pick out the clothes.
I've never been more nervous in my life.
We are going to have a dinner party tomorrow night and no talking about the business. I think that Krista would really appreciate having more social events in the future. She really misses that kind of stuff.
I need to read that manual a little closer. I apparently didn't realize she was dreaming about dinner parties.
Hey guys, I need you in the kitchen real quick. Here's what I need you to do. You're gonna take care of the kids, and then I also got everything for you to make cookies, and the dogs smelled really bad. So I need you to give them a bath.
What?
I'm gonna go have some me time.
Enjoy. So for me, the woman handles the house, handles the kids, but it doesn't seem that big of a deal, right? This is gonna be a piece of cake. All right.
I can't open
Okay.
it.
Oh, that's not good. Dude, don't lick your fingers. Oh, wow. Ow. I might have burnt the butter.
Poop. Yeah, poop.
Okay, stop, okay. I just wanna breathe. I just need to breathe. Okay, eat.
Daddy's name is Poopy.
Okay, let's not say that.
Daddy's name is Tootie.
Hey, no, Daddy's not named Tootie. You will respect your father. It's not one of my proudest moments as a father. And I'm actually curious if that's what they call me behind my back, because it's inappropriate.
Daddy's name is Tootie.
Daddy's name is not Tootie.
After closing up shop at the Dias household, Megan makes Sherry take the kids out for a family picnic.
This morning I got up and normally I would work, and I didn't because of the new rules. And that's tough because I have customers that are waiting for orders. Picking up all sorts of lint off of this blanket, so I'm gonna show. What's that? Make sure there's no bug on you. My anxiety level is not good. This actually, she's had this shirt for quite some time. Yummy, peanut butter and jelly. Lately, I've been coming out with a lot of tie-dye. There's dragonflies everywhere here. There's lots of different ways that people can shop for tie-dye. Lily made this one. We sell this.
It looks like it's really hard for her not to talk about the business for an entire day.
I do adult tie-dye too.
When I brought to you my rules, I was a little intimidated and I was really nervous because I'm non-confrontational and I don't like to battle with anybody. Definitely the no talking about working today is really important. No more you-know-what talk. Today is really about quality time with the kids.
It was interesting to me that she felt intimidated by me. You know, I don't know how assertive she is in her relationship at home. Go. Oh, Lily, run, 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 run. Yes, go, go, go.
I'm definitely feeling confident. I feel like she took my rules better than I thought.
Go, go, go. Good job.
Back at the Lunsford household, Chuck is struggling to complete what he considers women's work.
All right, we got a diaper change. Nothing is one thing at a time.
No, that's mine.
It's 17 things at a time. Wish you guys wouldn't call me names.
Touch it, don't.
I'm thinking I could drink some booze.
Don't touch it.
Oh, that's awesome. I owe my wife probably a little bit more. Thanks. I'd rather go to prison for a day than deal with this. Why don't you guys sit down and be quiet?
At the Lunsford household, Chuck is continuing to tackle the domestic duties imposed on him by his swap wife, Krista.
You're getting me.
How'd it go?
You want to help? This is a good time.
You look like you have it totally under control.
Ah, no, don't do that. Hold on.
You seem a little tense. Just relax. It's all right. Just chill. I tried to just, give him a little dose of his own medicine of just relax, just chill. You look a little tense. Everything okay?
Stop getting me wet, dude.
My next new rule is we are throwing a dinner party because I think with the control freak, she needs to relax and make the time for family and friends.
This is Marika and her wife, Jen.
Nice to meet you, Megan.
And these are their three
Nice to meet
boys. This is Ethan. This is Maddox. And that's Reed over there is trying to break out.
He's like, let me out there.
Hey.
Hi, I'm the new mom.
Nice to meet you.
You gotta follow my
Justin.
Justin, how are you?
Good.
This is my oldest son from my first marriage. He's a teacher. He teaches middle school.
Sherry has a son. I'm really confused.
So Justin's he's straddled two lives with me. He straddled life where I
much.
spent with his father, and then he straddled this life where I've been with Krista.
Wow. Like you were married to a man. I didn't feel the need to even ask her about that. I just feel like gayness is not a topic that I would normally talk about at a dinner party. You don't have to answer me if you don't want to. But would you say, because you were straight, did you fall out of love with him and then you met somebody who you really enjoyed and it didn't matter about the gender, or did you always?
No, I wasn't always. If you asked me, I would say I identify as being bisexual.
This is so different from my life.
Carter, we had this one time where they dressed him up like a princess, coming down, high heels, fingernails painted, makeup, and I said, dude, go upstairs and get that off.
What is the worst thing that's gonna happen from him putting a dress on?
I just want him to be normal, you know?
So do you feel like the girls are like forcing that on him?
I feel like they push it.
Does he ever say, no, I don't want to?
No, he
or?
doesn't. He's just kind of like, whatever, dude.
Right.
You know? And I've been guilty of other things where I would say, you know, Carter, you can't play with this toy or that toy.
So do you tell the girls that they can't play with boy toys? Or is it really just focused on Carter?
It's really just focused on Carter.
Yeah. But you realize that it's just him putting a dress on. That is not going to make him gay. However, how would you feel if one day he came to you and said he was gay?
I don't know why, but I feel like this sweat like starting to like form, and I realized that it wasn't gonna be good. Like no matter what I said, it was uncomfortable because it was gonna come off as me being, you know, on the wrong side. What I dread is my kids growing up not normal. We've never had any conversations with our children about like same-sex relationships and what we look at as traditional, right?
Are they around anybody that?
No.
Oh, so you guys don't have any like gay
No.
friends?
No.
But I don't think it has to be as serious of a talk as you think. Because they're kids, they don't know any better. They're taught those behaviors. I don't really know if we've gotten to the depths of what his true feelings are.
So what did you really think when you saw our photo? Were you like surprised or?
I just didn't expect it. So I'm like, I didn't know. I'm like,
You just don't know any gay people, or you guys choose to?
no, I
not
just
go
don't
gay?
know.
Oh,
No, I
you
just don't know anybody. Am I allowed to say gay?
Yes.
Like because
Right,
nobody
right.
talks about it. Chuck grew up with a very religious family who definitely was against that.
I just want to show the world that we're just as normal.
Want the same things.
We want the same things everybody else wants. We look at all those little people out there and think, we just want the best future for them.
This whole experience is new for me. I think most people are kind of, they're just scared of what mom or dad or grandma or grandpa are gonna think.
So we're no different than we would have been before. So
Right.
you might have a high school friend and they said, oh, by the way, I'm gay. Would that change
How would you
what
feel
you
about
thought
that?
about them?
No. It is a very new experience. It's kind of opening my eyes up a little bit. You know, I think I'm really learning a lot.
You want to go do a fashion show? All right, we got to pick out clothes for Daddy.
Dress!
What? I could end up wearing a dress. Carter could end up wearing a dress. This is so bad in so many ways. What? Shorts and a t-shirt? Thank you. I love her so much.
I don't know what this.
Chief Dancing Fire.
All right.
Carter picked it out all on his own.
Ooh, this is your nail polish?
Yeah, it
Got it.
face.
Hey, okay.
Dad, you have to paint me nails.
Carter wants to wear nail polish. This is terrible.
I want to do blue.
Are you sure?
Yes. Do a yacht, do a yacht.
Do a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Carter.
What do you think? Do you like
Wouldn't
that?
it be cool if Daddy had a matching one?
I undo fingers.
He definitely has a little bit of fear, but I was just trying to show Chuck the gender roles mean nothing. Good job.
No, in the other one. In the other one.
My other hand?
Yeah.
Oh,
The other one.
oh yeah. I love my children, and I love my son, but I hope that this is not forever.
Up next, we have Carter and Savannah. Show us how you dance.
Oh, that's how he walks out. Yeah.
Carter is strutting and working that runway. He is so excited. He is more excited than I've seen him the entire time I've been here. I just think that him being able to do whatever it is he wants without any judgment is really great for him.
There you go.
At the conservative Lunsford home, overprotective dad Chuck is finally ready to conquer a conversation he's been avoiding.
So, Krista, why don't you tell them about your family? So, Krista, she had to have that conversation with her children. And I'm curious as to how that went down. I'm actually anxious to learn from that.
Okay, so guess what, guys? I have two little girls, too. Lily and Reese are my girls' name, and guess what? Lily and Reese have two mommies.
It's because my mommy's there.
Well, but when your mommy's not there, I live there. And then I have a wife named Sherry. So they have two moms.
Wait, you're in love with a girl?
Exactly.
Did you marry a girl?
I did.
Why'd you kiss on the lips?
Why? I don't know. Are you gonna maybe kiss a boy on the lips one day?
No.
You're not? What would it be like if you had two moms in your house?
Going to the bathroom.
Going to...
Yeah, you'd never get in the bathroom.
There would be a lot of bathrooms. You're right. The biggest question was, do you have to share a bathroom? That reaction is 100% totally normal and things that I expect coming out of kids' mouths because judgment is taught to kids.
It all came down to the bathroom space, which I don't think anyone's ever thought of that.
I've never had that reaction.
Female same-sex couples should have bigger houses with more bathrooms. They should come standard. It wasn't that hard. And when it comes to gender identity, I might have to stop overthinking things.
The swap is over, and the spouses are preparing to reunite with their loved ones.
I think that with the new rules, Chuck definitely sees how difficult Megan's life from day to day is and everything that she does to run this household successfully.
Say goodbye to Krista.
Give me a hug. Oh, Savannah's like, get out of the way.
Pretty excited to go home. I'm ready to get back to our life and our normalcy.
Say bye to Megan.
Can I have a hug? Nice to meet you. It was so nice to meet you. Let's do this thing, right?
Right?
I'm nervous because I don't know what you're gonna say.
You're alive.
Oh, save me.
Seriously? Are you kidding? Is it like that? For real?
There she is. Hallelujah. Oh. Oh my God. Oh.
You all right?
The couples will meet to discuss their experiences before returning home.
Shall we?
We shall.
But not because you said so.
So I go into the house, I look to the right, I'm like, whoa, rack, all full of clothing. I mean, clearly you guys are running a very successful business. One of the hardest things I had walking into your house was that when I figured out how the house was run, you both are at home, you both have authority, so what is my role going to be? Because in my house, Chuck has the authority.
I know. Chuck is clearly the man in charge of your house. So he goes to leave for work and leaves me a list of things that Megan would do.
She did not like that.
Chuck's behavior was ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
I think like the most annoying thing is that I'm talking to him and looking him in the face, and he's like, and like grabbing paper towel and like just taking the cleaner and like cleaning the counter like, behind me. And I was like, I did do the countertops. He wasn't even like really hearing me. I just don't think he understands how much you're juggling when you have two side hustles along with taking care of the kids and the house.
Krista, you're not putting me down.
Okay, this is a little overwhelming. Yeah, so with Sherry, it kind of jumped right into business. At that point, I was like, I still don't know much about Sherry. All I've heard about is all of the clothing and everything. It was overwhelming. I was definitely intimidated, and I feel like you kind of need to relax and not be such a control freak. And
Well, let's just talk about that. It's not all me. I didn't feel like you were quite as comfortable in like being assertive, and so I was kind of putting two and two together that maybe in this relationship you're the more passive person.
What are you laughing at?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
I love, the fact that I married a woman that is just so non-confrontational, so I can have a good time.
Chuck is clearly wrong. We are trying to get away from the standard gender roles that are happening in your house. So man does this, woman does this, right? So I decided to shake things up a little bit. We decide that we're gonna have a fashion show because one of the things that I read about in your manual is that sometimes Carter, who is the middle boy, likes to dress up in the princess dresses.
Oh, I really gotta know more.
And Chuck has a hard time with that sometimes, right? So we decide that we're gonna have a fashion show.
Immediately, I'm like, OMG. Because my heart's pounding. Like, I'm seriously, like, this is the worst experience I've had.
I think he was like 2 seconds away from an absolute panic attack.
Really?
They got to do makeup, they did nails. Yeah.
Those are fabulous.
I like it.
Carter painted Chuck's nails.
Oh, I was definitely a part of this.
And then Chuck painted Carter's nails, and Chuck put on makeup on Sydney, did her hair. It was fantastic. Do you feel less macho now compared to before you did this?
No, it was a great experience, and the kids, like, really did.
They had a blast.
Loved it.
Like the whole time, Carter, he was just giddy. Like he was just giddy and was having fun. And so he dresses up once in a while in a dress. That would not make him gay.
Right? I think we all have different fears when it comes to our kids. And I worry about Carter. He's gonna get picked on. But I think in the end, I just wanna make sure that Carter is happy.
Yeah.
For me, I've learned so much just watching you, and you're very in your face, and as far as like, and this is good, what needs done, what's gonna happen, and here's how things are gonna roll. And I hope I can be the same way. But I am, as I'm getting older and I'm getting more comfortable with, my life, my job, my kids, and my husband, I'm getting better with it, I guess. I'm getting a lot better.
Well, maybe I taught you a thing or two about being more assertive.
I'm telling you, that's why when I go home, I'm going to be a strong woman. I think you impacted my businesses most of all, because you are so into yours.
Good. For me, I think my biggest takeaway from this is that I need to not try to be a do-it-all. And I think the second thing was that we need to spend more time outside of work and have a life that's not just about work.
I agree with you.
All right.
All right.
Sherry.
It was really nice.
It was
to
coming.
meet you. We were so behind. She wouldn't let me work. So when you get home, we've got to get to work
But you know what?
But stop and also enjoy that you're
absolutely.
home.
I've never been alone with them even close to that long. And it was eye-opening, and it was a lot, man.
I think the best thing I got out of this experience is just how appreciative I am of Sherry and everything that she does. I totally feel more confident and like I accomplished something because he was thrown into my, normal role throughout a day, and he had a hard time with that. So I love that he struggled the whole week that I was gone.
She loved that I struggled.
Mom,
Come on, guys, let's go.
Let's go this way.
Come on, Carter.
Mom.
Go with Mommy.